Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Young, bringing you the Pocket Podcast. Thank you guys for reviewing, listening, subscribing, and liking the video. I am also joined with my co-host
Nick, aka Rooch,
and
you know me, Maui P.
yeah,
And the gentle giant yet.
yes, sir.
that boy ain't gentle.
Come on, my guy.
Anyways, so this is our first episode of the podcast. We're just gonna, give us a little insight about our lives and what we got going on in the day-to-day base, and also just talk about some interesting topics, popular topics that are going on, etc. So today we started off simple. This is our first podcast, so we're just trying to go ahead and get stuff started. So we're gonna talk about like our goals, for the month of our business, which we'll get into a little bit later, and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Alright, so pretty much what we got going on, I go on all socials by Chris Santiago, and pretty much I am a Twitch streamer, just starting out pretty much. I just got, affiliated, which is a big thing.
There we
And
go.
pretty much, we're doing our thing on that. Kind of have some side stuff that I want to do, but as of now, we got this pocket stuff going on, so yeah. Roach, what you got going on, man?
Hey man, you know me starting off with this little photography, getting
Yes,
a little
sir.
start, Sorry.
You're good.
Getting a little start, learning how to operate cameras, buy equipment, grow myself, learn more, experience,
Yes, sir.
get that shit right, and eventually start taking some bomb ass photos.
There we
Hey,
go.
what's that motto you live by?
Hey, ASAP, always strive and prosper.
Yes, sir.
Easy.
Fuck with it.
And Maui, what about you, my guy?
So right now, I'm just an aspiring videographer. So I'm going to school for it because I'm lame. And I got the YouTube. Catch me at Maui P. I'm hoping to start streaming soon. So that is Precio because that's my gamer tag. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, just trying to kind of like Nick over here, except instead of pictures, it's more videography / streaming.
Nice.
And
Awesome.
Hunts, what about you, my guy?
Just a little bit of professional car detailing. It's something I've done since I was pretty young, about 16 years old, and I just recently decided to put it into like a professional business. You can catch me at Yak Auto Care on Instagram. That's the only social I have right now, but hit me up and I can get your car right. And then as far as my business and how it works and stuff like that, just conveniently Nick does pictures and stuff like that, so that's kind of my go-to partner. But I mean, I don't have any big goals for it. Obviously, I want to get somewhere with it, but starting right now, I just want to get things going. That's about it.
That's great, honestly.
Facts.
But yeah, guys, that's our socials. If you guys want to go check us out and give us a follow.
Nick White Captures, by the way.
And as me, Chris Santiago, on all socials, you can find me there. But yeah, so something that just happened quite recently. I don't know if you guys heard, NBA YoungBoy got locked up. And yeah, he got locked up. I don't know what he was exactly got caught doing or whatever. Probably, most
Did
likely.
not even know.
Yeah,
Who's NBA YoungBoy?
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh my god.
You don't know who NBA YoungBoy is?
Who is that?
He's a rapper.
Oh,
The,
that's what
I ain't
thought.
trying to go
wasn't sure,
outside today. You ain't never heard that song?
though.
Damn.
Nah. I've been under a rock for
Nah,
a
bro,
week, bro.
You literally heard
That
it
boy's
on
been in the
TikTok.
pocket
For a
too
week.
long.
Nah, he's
Or
been in
it's
the
like
game
a
for
month.
years.
Barely not that good then.
Shit.
Do you really listen to rap though?
Yeah, facts.
No.
Exactly.
It's like Eminem, like that's it.
Oh my. I mean,
Name Eminem song right now.
Monster.
Damn.
Typical.
Love the way you lie. Not afraid.
I'll give you
That's
that
a,
one.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cleaning out my closet.
I can swallow a bottle.
What about Fact? I know Fact.
Fact.
Because that just blew up on TikTok.
Mm.
The song
I don't know
Fact.
what that
Probably
is.
get
The
on
one-
TikTok like that anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
The one that's the
Bugs
making noise.
Bunny.
Sorry.
The one
No.
No, but the one that like I don't know if y'all been on TikToks recently, but the one that's like I'm about to come or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
It's about him getting fucked in the ass by a hamster, basically.
Oh,
That's
Wait,
disgusting.
What the hell?
You never heard it for real?
No,
Yeah,
Dude,
I
it's
want to.
funny, bro.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
pass on that one.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pass on that
It's
too.
funny, bro.
Speaking of TikTok, though, I was scrolling down, and apparently there's this video on Twitter going around of this guy putting a chair leg up, you know what. And there's like a bunch of videos that are going around about
A what?
a chair leg. So
Chair?
like this right here,
Yeah.
going straight into his stomach, and you can like
Oh.
see it or whatever.
Ooh, like from the ass?
Yes.
Damn.
And
disgusting.
like I haven't watched it personally because I don't want to. That's just kind
Sounds
of
like it.
weird. But like, dude, the things people do is just absurd.
Shit you see, bro. I don't see none of this
Literally.
stuff.
His
What?
own butt?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like with the chair.
I thought you meant like
leg.
13 Reasons Why style.
No.
Okay.
Dude. Great show, by the way. If you haven't seen it, no plug, but go watch it. You know.
I haven't seen it actually.
Really? What?
No,
Some-
never,
some-
never like
You watched Stranger
piqued my
Things,
interest. I did watch Stranger Things. Yeah.
I mean,
I think we all watch Stranger Things, to be honest.
I feel like there's a lot of good stuff you can learn from 13 Reasons Why.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's real life type of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but like that scene with the little.
But Stranger Things is,
I don't know.
Stranger
I know it's
Things.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get down with it, personally.
The first season was lit. After that, I was
I
just
heard.
like, eh.
Yeah, I heard that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could not mess with that show.
Did y'all watch Queen's Gambit, another Netflix original?
Dude, fire.
Good ass
Wait, which
show,
one is
bro.
that? I feel
That's
like
the
I
chess one.
The chess one. Where
That
she
baddie?
where she takes like whatever back in the day they had like prescription drugs that like makes you like smarter or whatever. I don't know
It's kinda
exactly
like
the drug.
Adderall.
Yeah,
It
and
like
then,
calms
like
you down and it focuses you.
and like she was in like a she didn't have like parents or whatever, so she was in like this little home.
Orphanage.
And they gave it to him every night, and she saved them up and like ate like 6 or 7 at a time, and she could like see the chessboard on top and like
Chessboard.
see
I feel like
things.
I've seen something. You're talking about like pills that give you like I don't know. I feel like the only thing I'm thinking of right now is I watched the show and it's like people were popping pills and it was like giving them like superpowers, but it only
That's what MGK. That one's a good to tell too.
Yeah, it
has
only
like
lasts,
Jamie
like,
Foxx
what?
in it.
It lasts, like-
It's like
I know what you're talking about. I know
it's
what
like
you're
a minute or something like
yeah,
that.
you
or
get a
some
minute
shit
of
like that.
powers.
Yeah,
and
it's
if you
like-
take like a bunch of them, you could die, but you get like a whole bunch.
Yeah,
of powers.
and everybody has like a different powers. Like so, like some people like if you don't have a power, you explode, and then it
Yeah,
kills
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was a
like-
really really good show.
Yeah, and then like the
Really?
one guy, Jamie Foxx, has a praying mantis, which is like a little fish that's really small, but it has like when it hits you, it's like the sun's hitting you type shit, and that's what he has. It like
I don't know, that shit was
completely
dope.
desecrates
I
everybody.
just randomly stumbled across it one day and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is
Hey,
fire."
I saw it, but I didn't want to watch it because I mean Team Eminem on the MGK that shit.
Dude,
To
okay,
be fair-
I had an argument with my mom's boyfriend about this. I didn't hear Eminem's thing or whatever, but MGK, that shit just went hard.
No, it did go hard. No, like because I actually showed Eric that the other day because he didn't even know what happened.
Jesus.
Like, what was it, like 2
let's be
years
honest
ago?
here, though. Let's be honest. They both got some really really good stuff out there, but nobody can take down Eminem.
No,
to be
yeah, I
honest with
agree.
He's just a
you. Not in a diss battle. You can't beat him.
Not a
I mean,
guy
it's called-
who, not a guy who reads the dictionary.
That's
Facts.
just-
Nobody
Yeah.
can beat Eminem.
I don't
No,
think
not
so.
in a diss, like a rap
I
off.
don't,
or
I don't think a
diss each
rap
other.
battle.
Who?
Like creating songs. Like
No. Just
Yeah.
like well, yeah,
Because they were diss tracks. So
yeah, like diss tracks on each other. Because like you know how people Drake cannot
He did not just compare Drake to Eminem.
Drake is good, right? Now he does have some good, like he can throw some slugs,
I
but
did not
like
compare them. No.
Oh,
everybody calls out Eminem and he always drops something and just
dude,
obliterates
it's
him.
hard, bro.
like that one song. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. That shit had me dead, bro. Like
Hey, that's how he started that
You
shit.
did-
Though
you-
it was off the
yeah.
dome too.
you just can't.
Who was
dude.
that? Who was that towards?
No, it was just
Trump.
a song. Yeah, it was a yeah, it was Trump. Yeah,
He like freestyled Trump, no
yeah,
beat, no
in like a
nothing.
parking lot type shit.
Yeah, that shit went hard too. Y'all never heard that?
No,
either?
I think I've heard it, but I didn't
I
know
sent
that's
like
what
a
it was.
TikTok to
Oh,
like
yeah.
the group, and it was like they were like 2 dudes fighting, and like he touched the damn thing. He's like, "That's awfully hot coffee." That shit had me dying,
That shit's
bro.
so funny.
What the hell?
Yeah, that child is like, okay, wait. Speaking of Eminem, what do you think about like cancel culture trying to cancel him again?
How
I
are we
don't
trying
know.
to cancel him?
Go ahead, let us know what you think about cancel culture, and then we'll go. off
Okay,
of it.
so cancel culture to me is obviously necessary, but some people, most people, just try to find a way to diminish and take away somebody's success. So because they're like jealous or whatever the case may be. So it's like not coming from the right, like mentality, I guess you can say. It's not truthful. It's just because they're jealous and they had success and they just want to cancel them from that. And that, to my opinion, is completely dogging me. I don't like
Yeah,
that
no,
whatsoever.
I mean, the way I feel about it, because I didn't even really start getting it until I got on socials a little bit more, and I was like, damn, this is like an actual serious thing. I thought it was
Yeah.
just a joke at first, right? But the way I feel about it is, as humans, it's like within our nature just to have different opinions.
Yeah.
And it's always been like you have a different opinion. Say, like, for instance, Eminem, right? Say, like, you, Chris, like, you really liked Eminem, and I didn't like him. Like, if I had a reason I didn't like him, let's just say if he dissed one of my favorite rappers or something like that. Right now, today, like, cancel culture would be like, cancel him because he said, or he attacked my
Yeah.
rapper or something like that. Like, I feel like there's no reason you should
There's not a real reason.
Yeah, that's
Right.
like
Yeah,
that.
there's no real reason. Like if that's what they do, and you know that's what they're doing, you shouldn't try to cancel their success just because you don't like
Exactly.
it.
That's back to the point I was saying. It's just like they're just either jealous or they're just trying to do it when there's actual stuff going on.
They're just doing it to do it.
Yeah, like
I just feel like it messes up like say somebody like Eminem, you can't necessarily cancel him. He's had too much of a fan base to cancel. But like say somebody coming up, like a new rapper or like a new social media star or something like that, don't have that many fans, right? You go cancel culture on them, and a whole bunch of people are starting to diss them, and like they did this, so you shouldn't support them. They just fall off, and that's like their one chance at what they're supposed to do.
I mean, not even that, but like David Dobrik got canceled.
I was gonna mention that too.
Like and his like he's falling off the face of the earth.
Like
what did David Dobrik even do?
He has allegations towards him.
Yeah, so like one of his people used to film with, apparently he like put like because he quote unquote says, I don't know if this is true or not, he says that before he films it, he asks everybody if it's okay that he can put them in the video.
So he gets like consent.
Yeah, he gets like consent, and then like apparently he like was like with like a girl or something. I don't know the whole thing. It just I don't know. Like apparently brands and it was like brands and like they're just all they're doing is they're not wanting to do with them, and that to me is kind of like, okay, something could have happened. I don't know all of it. I don't want to get into it because
No, I feel like there is different sides though, because I mean I wouldn't label it cancel culture, but there is certain times like let's just say somebody big were to like let's just say they were to do something like really bad, right? Like actually commit like a crime, or let's just say they had like a sexual assault allegation or something like that. That's when I guess you could probably cancel them, I would say. But like just random opinions that you have on somebody.
No, I agree.
That just doesn't fly.
I know a little more about the situation. I watched like videos and stuff because I've seen,
And you're a big fan of his too.
I'm very big fan. So pretty much like the Vlog Squad back then, say like a couple years ago, they used to have this guy. His name was I forgot it. It starts with S or something. But anyways, they pulled a prank. So him, David Dobrik, and the old guy like Jason that they always they pulled a prank. So they basically told the guy, he's a black guy, that they were gonna do something, and they were gonna like have him kiss a gorilla. Like so, Jason, the old guy, put on a gorilla mask, and he thought it was a girl under the mask, but it was a guy, and it was Jason. And then they like pulled the whole prank, and then he pulled off the mask, and it was a dude. Yeah, was like, he kind of felt like iffy, but I was like, damn, like this guy really just made me kiss a dude. Like that's not
in a gorilla costume. What the hell?
And I think he was okay with it at the moment, but as time progressed, he like looked at the video and he was like, damn, like that kind of ruined me. Like
he set him up for failure.
Yeah, there's like why would
especially in a like society right now where things get so judgmental about people.
True.
But anyways, they just kind of, and then they actually did it again.
To the same dude?
To the same dude, yeah.
That's funny.
He fell for it again?
Yeah, he fell for it again.
Oh my god.
But apparently David asked him for consent for the second one. He was like, well, no, actually the guy told him it was okay if he...
I read that too.
If he did it again. So David was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. And so he did it again, and then... So it just got even worse. And that's like the whole big deal about it. They're trying to like...
Just cancel. They're canceling everything. Like even like the Looney Tune cartoon.
Facts. Yeah, I heard about that.
Like the skunk, that skunk.
Yeah.
Well, they're comparing him to like rape because he like knocks people out with like his stench.
That's fire.
So then like yeah.
Come
and
on,
like I think there was one time where like he did it to the female skunk, so he like kissed her or whatever like afterwards.
Yeah.
And then people are comparing that to like rape, and they're condoning rape and shit like that. So like he doesn't exist anymore.
They've been trying to do that with a lot of like stuff, television shows and like movies that we grew up with. They're trying to cancel like a lot of those
and then even Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Like I'm Mexican and that shit's funny as fuck.
I mean, the only one that I guess I could kind of see that makes sense is the whole Tom and Jerry one where they're trying to say it was like a racist thing, as in like there was like a episode or something like that where there was like I'm pretty sure it was a rat. It was like a female rat that came in, or something like that, or a mouse. And actually no, I think it was a cat. But she came in there and she was like wearing like I don't even know, but it was like an apron and something like that. And they were portraying her as like basically like a black cat, but she was like doing all the chores and like she was like people are trying to say like she was a slave of the house, and it was fucked up. But at the same time, like there is certain things that you gotta like take both sides of the story.
Right.
You actually gotta look at it and be like, were these people really trying to get one over on people and being like sly about it, or was it literally just content? Like it was just a show and it just happened to look like.
And not even that, but like, it's a black cat, and what it, like, I guess kind of way isn't that like, black cat is just signified as like bad in general, not because it's black,
it
but
always
like
has, like,
it's
bad
bad luck,
spirits,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it was that too, because everything has a meaning when it comes to like TV show making, filmmaking, photography, everything. Like there's a reason for everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a couple little like sides on. I guess you can say like conspiracy theories over it. Just like because some people also are saying there's good in Tom and Jerry just because Tom and Jerry obviously is a mouse and a cat.
Yeah.
And the cat is the whole movie. The cat is like trying to beat up the mouse and be big and bad, but he's never successful. Like he can never actually get the rat.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to say like he's doing it on purpose because he wants his people, the humans, to think that he's doing his job, and if he doesn't do it, then they would get rid of him.
Yeah, and get a different cat and actually kill.
Kill Jerry. Like they're trying to say like that. Yeah, no, that was. I mean, I like that too. Like
that's
pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But like back to the cancel culture and stuff, bro. Like that's just a slippery slope at the end of the day, cause like
I think so.
Really
just,
bringing people down.
Yeah, just like imagine you're that person that's quote unquote getting canceled, and like you are like saying, for example, like you didn't do anything that you're getting canceled for or whatever. It's just I don't know, bro. It's like I feel like people's intentions have to be authentic and actually pay attention to everything and not just automatically assume to one side of the story, because that's what a lot of people do nowadays, especially on social media, is just they see headlines and they're like, oh, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
And that definitely can be.
Yeah, no, it's bad, and everybody makes mistakes, right? So I don't think you should just be canceled because of one mistake you made.
Yeah,
but another thing that like today's culture or today's generation kind of sucks with is, I've even fallen for it too. You get on social media and you see like, let's just say, for instance, I know with like the big, Trump thing and everything like that, let's just say people were saying he was doing stuff wrong. Like a lot of people would just get on social media and see like a tweet that somebody put out saying like, oh, for instance, like Biden right now with gas prices, people will start putting on Twitter and stuff like, F Biden, gas prices are really up. Well, in reality, that's not the reason gas prices are up.
Right.
Yeah, like elections have nothing to do with the gas prices.
100%.
There's an oil war going on right now. So it doesn't make sense, bro. And people just fall for like he said, headlines.
That's the biggest thing.
You got to do the
nowadays
research behind it.
It's literally headlines. That's why whenever you see something on social media or whatever the case may be, like I literally fell for it the other day where Odell Beckham Jr. was getting drafted to the New England Patriots, and then I actually looked further into it and it didn't even happen. It was just a picture,
it was like
and I was just like, damn, that's crazy. That would have been crazy if it
would have
been
crazy.
happened.
Yeah, like
that would have been nice as hell, but like it didn't happen. So like. At the end of the story, just make sure you guys do your research. Don't be too quick to judge, assumptions and all that stuff, and just
Twitter's the worst about that shit.
It's so easy just to 5 seconds to put something bad.
Twitter has no filters, bro.
It
Dude,
has
literally, yeah.
You can see anything. Yeah, you can see anything on
no
Twitter,
filters,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
If you want the raw dog, hey,
literally, bro.
And the craziest thing is you can find anything on Twitter. Literally anything.
Twitter has its own dark Twitter. Like,
literally.
You can go within Twitter and see some pretty nasty
You can
stuff.
literally go on there and type in something and you can see somebody getting their head chopped off. Like,
it's like the damn dark web, but then
yeah, it's on Twitter.
Facts, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, speaking of gas prices, though, god damn.
They are up right
now.
now.
They're killing my ass right now.
Dude, I filled up with $30 today, and that's the most I've done in a minute.
Since I've had the Fusion since September of last year, I was so excited because it was like $22 to fill up, even if it was at the lowest on E, right?
Literally,
the other day, bro, it was like $35.
I swear
to God. Literally happened to me.
And I put in base gas.
Y'all got no idea. On the drive to Florida this past week, dude,
sir.
prices in Florida, that shit almost $3. It was like I think the highest I saw was like $2.97.
Try going to Cali. I heard it's like $4 or something like that.
It's because the freaking minimum wage up there is more. Because the
Yeah,
minimum
that's
wage
true.
in Cali is 11, and in Florida it's something else. I don't remember.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm about to start a whole different topic. That's why I think the whole people wanting to raise the minimum wage is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Well, let me ask you a question. So, do you think is there actually an oil war going on, or is it because of the whole inflation with the stimulus checks and stuff? Because that's
I've been hating on the stimulus checks
because you got to think, bro. They're making all this new money. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just asking because like they're making all this money to give $2,000 to every single person that can get it.
Yeah. So
And if you think about it, bro, that's causing a lot of inflation, bro. And prices are just gonna keep going up.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
I haven't done like a whole bunch of research in it, but I do like follow a lot of people that are big in economics and stuff like that. And a lot of those people are saying that yes, if we keep this same thing going on, eventually it will impact and cause inflation. But something if like so in reality, $1,400 is only like that $1,400 obviously can pay some bills, right?
Yeah.
But the way people typically spend it, and I'm doing the same thing, right? Is you're gonna spend it on something that you've wanted, right? So like for me, I might buy some car parts, I might buy a laptop, I might splurge on some items that I want to use, right?
Idea.
And that money that $1,400 that I got from the government is actually going back to businesses, which then therefore goes back to the government. It creates like a loophole that keeps going. So like it in reality, like it will eventually, if we keep doing it, it will like cause inflation. But honestly, I don't think it's not that big. There is like an oil war going on. I'm not like I didn't do my research on like where or what's going on, but apparently there is an oil war going on. It's just not within obviously the United States.
Of course.
Probably like in Saudi Arabia or something.
I know for sure we're not at war right now.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's part of the reason we just bombed somewhere.
I couldn't tell you. I
have no idea.
And I don't. Yeah. But back to the whole dollar not being like $1,400. I've been watching Rob Kiyosaki's podcast or whatever, which is he's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And pretty much he had this professional on his podcast, and they pretty much just talking about like the dollar bill and like how if you want true currency is in copper, gold, and silver.
Yeah, it holds no value no more.
And if you say, for example, like gold is like $1,000, and you get a whole chunk of gold, over time that's gonna stay $1,000, and it's only gonna go up. Yeah. That's the true currency of whatever. Value. So like the dollar is not gonna be $1 2 years from now, say, but the gold will be $1,000. You see what I'm trying to say?
Well,
and they're pretty much just going on about that and stuff, and it was really interesting. It really was.
Yeah.
That same person, that's where I learned that. I was actually curious about why we still carry change and stuff like that. So, obviously I'd seen something that he posted on YouTube, and it was him just talking about change and everything like that. He brought up that it actually cost the government more to create a penny than the actual value of the penny.
Yep, 100%.
And a lot of people, and again, I do this too, and I probably shouldn't because little things do add up, but like if I get change back from, let's say I pay cash, I'm either just going to leave that change on the debt or like on the table or something like that, or I have fallen to where that change, it's in the basket. I'm just going in the trash type of thing. It's just like the change it doesn't do anything for me, right? Unless I'm paying exact.
Yeah,
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I pay with my card anyway. So it's just.
I mean, and you also have people like Rush. This man just said he has $400 worth of coins just chilling, and that's over time that shit adds up.
Example,
like $400 for a quarter you find a day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That adds up.
I don't know. It's just pure laziness on my part. Yeah, that's the way my parents used to literally like pay for our vacations. Yeah. It's like any change, me, my sister, my dad, my mom brought home, drop it right in the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It adds up, bro. You'd be surprised.
It does, bro.
Do that for a couple years,
It's just the annoyance of it, just carrying it and keeping it.
No, I don't carry it at all. No.
Do you keep it in like a piggy bank, or where do you keep it all?
Like cups.
Oh, cups? How many cups you got? Or like how big are they?
A couple.
My mom does
like a cup, like
pickle
this,
jars.
like a Sonic cup, or what?
Damn near big as that, yeah.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom does pickle jars because from her child.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to just have like a little container that had like a electronic lid on it, and you inserted the change, and it just keep track of it. Yeah,
that's dope. I got piggy bank.
Them big old cheese ball containers, that'd be a good one too, low key.
I definitely used that one.
Yeah. That's how big the pickle jars usually were.
Yeah. That's fire though.
Yeah.
But I also got a question for you guys though.
What's up?
Just kind of off topic.
Go.
But it's been kind of upsetting me recently these past couple days.
Alright.
So the EPA came out and they're actually very close to passing this. But they're canceling and they want to basically abolish.
Cancel culture.
Yeah. Here we go. They're trying to abolish and destroy all of like the race cars. And at first it was just race cars like NASCARs, racetracks, stuff like that. Just because just because of government and like they're saying it's bad for the environment and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it is going further into where if it does get passed at this point, places, let's for instance like American Muscle, Lund Tuning and stuff like that. Any place that you can buy car parts from, they would basically anything that could be modified to the engine or the exhaust or be performance based or fall under the racing category would be illegal. So like the only modifications that you could do to your vehicle would be like appearance modifications, and like California is a prime example right now to where some of the YouTubers that I watch, they've actually just got their cars impounded by California. Like they just showed up one day and just straight took their cars from them, and they're not gonna get them back. You know, one of them, I believe his YouTube is Rush Shift. You know, obviously he posts like racing videos on his YouTube, but they're trying to put him in prison, I think, for like 7 years. And they took away, you know, like he has expensive cars, right? They showed up one day, one morning, knocked on his door, told him they were impounding his vehicles, and it's like probably $150,000 worth of vehicles. And they told him he would not get it back. It's going to auction, and then they're trying to charge him for like 7 years, like. And
That's
people,
insane.
yeah, people, yeah.
Are they compensating him for that?
What do you mean by compensating?
Like, are they like giving him anything for taking his property?
No, because it's
they can do that.
Well,
bro.
California actually passed the law right now, anyway. So, like, they have it to where your vehicle has to, like, you know, it has to be pretty much dead quiet. Like, any like noise to vehicle, like exhaust modifications, you're illegal at that point. And I think it's called like. I don't know. They do it everywhere. Like you can get your car. Like I think it's state something. They put like your VIN number gets attached to something in the system.
Right.
And you're no longer like you get pulled over with any modification on your vehicle. They can impound it right then and there. But basically, they've been doing that in California for a while, and I guess the government realized that it's actually working over there, so they want to just push it on the entire United States.
Okay, my question with that whole situation is, say you are an exotic car owner, or an exotic car owner like, you know, Lamborghini, Mercedes, you know, like those companies.
Yeah.
How is that going to work? Because, for example, say you have a Bugatti that's worth $2 million, and they do come out with that, you know, law or whatever the case may be, are they going to give you the option to give it back for that $2 million? Or, like, how's that? Because, one, that's kind of messed up, and two, you're a hardworking, you know, person, you know, spending $2 million on a car, which is a lot of damn money. So I feel like if that's the case and they just come and, you know, just arrest you or whatever the case may be, like... That's a tricky slope because like I said, like the Ferrari's company and all that stuff.
Right.
How is that going to work with them
I
and
think,
all that?
I think there's a couple different views on it. So right now, for instance, California right now, the brand new Camaro that just got dropped cannot actually go to dealerships over in California because they said the brake pads that they're putting on it emit like a dust that's bad for the environment. So I think it's 2021s were not pushed out to California because California banned it for them. So I guess you could see it to where it'd be like if the government feels as if that car that's being produced factory is still bad for the environment, they wouldn't let obviously the companies put it out. But at the same time, I've heard to where it'd be like if it's factory, like if that's how they're putting their vehicle out, I think they're saying it'd be good to go. But honestly, I feel like if that was the case where they made it to where it would be good to go, it would eventually go like a slippery slope and just go downhill to where like. Well, that's bad for the environment, so, you know, your dealerships like Ford and stuff like that, or Lamborghini, they're going to tell them, like, hey, if you want to sell your vehicles, you can't do that no more. Like, you got to find something more, like, environmental friendly.
And then if that is the case where that does get passed, the stock for Tesla and all these electric cars
are
are
skyrocketing.
Hey, let me invest.
Dude, like,
I got a little money in it, bro.
Dude, like, that'll be kind of crazy for, like,
it would.
Freaking, you know...
It
like
would,
Elon
definitely.
Musk and stuff and all that stuff. And I mean, I don't have anything against electric cars, but like, there's just something special that comes with having your own, say, you know, GT Mustang, you know, loud as hell, and you know, you just got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fits you. And then if that just gets taken away, which hopefully it doesn't, fingers crossed for all the, you know, car owners and stuff like that. It's just gonna suck.
Yeah, no, because you got to think a lot of the not even me, because obviously it would hurt me, but I'm thinking more like. The people that literally all the money they make is from that car.
Yeah,
like
facts.
a lot of the YouTubers I watch, their channel and all their income is based off a single car they own because people like to see that. So it's like if the government would come and take that, it's like what are they doing now? What is
exactly? That's a lot of that's another thing too. That's just like looking at it from perspectives. It's like the government wants to do that, but you gotta realize YouTube is a big company. It's a Goliath, and like the amount of people, like there's different facets of people using Lamborghinis, Corvettes, all that for, you know, how to live and, you know, pay for their house and all the other good stuff.
It's a business
and, like,
investment for
exactly,
them.
and it's just like that's just crazy. If like I can't even imagine that, honestly. Just imagine you're in that position where they take away your income. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have kids to feed.
You
like
have no other option. But
I mean, they should either be compensated or they should just make the cars not street legal if that's what they really want, because that will minimize for example, like pollution and shit.
Yeah.
Like that. So they should just let the people keep their cars, just don't drive them on the road. So maybe you might have to spend a little more money buying private property to drive those cars, but at least you'll be able to keep them.
But what kind of sucks about that point is not even that it's just like they're literally, they would shut down complete like racetracks and everything, like drift courses, NASCAR, you know, the just normal courses that you're just driving around the track in circles, right? They would shut all those down because they don't want anything to do with racing. I guess if you were maybe to take a Tesla out there, they'd be okay with it, but like they don't want anything that like be bad for emissions and stuff like that.
That's
like,
crazy because like NASCAR, that's literally like
that's huge.
A
That's
career for so
that's
many
$1 billion company.
That's
right
a lot
there,
of
bro.
money
Like,
that's provided right then and there.
That's like it's taking away like the
It's
NFL or
a
something.
sport,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
Like it's
Yeah.
literally a
and
sport.
Formula One too.
That's huge.
That's
That's
worldwide.
not an American
That's
sport,
bigger than
though, is
that.
it?
No, it's literally bigger than NASCAR.
No, I know, but
Formula
is it in the U.S.? I thought that was
Well, they
Europe.
do it in
everywhere.
They do it. Yeah, they literally
Oh, do they?
travel like to Spain. and
It's
they
like
literally
soccer,
go
you know,
everywhere.
like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the different people compete from other countries and stuff like that. Like there's courses all over that people go to.
Yeah.
Just to think that that's possibly going to get taken away.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean that's the thing. I watched the video and it was honestly pretty sad because he was talking about he wasn't being selfish for him, but he was like, he's like, I've been in a good place to where, you know, my car channel just popped off for me. It's just a hobby for me. I really enjoy it. But he's like, I see people in my comments and people DM me saying that I really saved their life by bring them out of depression or a sad place or a sad point in their life with his videos and his content. Like they motivated them and they're like, look, I spent all my money to get whatever car they got, and it's like that's my only happiness. You take that away from them, that sucks, bro. You take away somebody's only happiness.
Putting them back to step one.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Then it just goes downhill. You know, what if that person starts doing drugs and stuff like that? Well, I mean, that was their only happiness was their car, and that could go really with anything, right? Anything that's, I guess you could say, been banned is like, you know, that is somebody's happiness. It don't matter what it is. That is somebody's happiness.
Quick advocate though, just so you know, so we have some solutions and not just, you know, talking about it. Something they could do if that does get passed or whatever the case may be, they could come out with, if you own a car that has that already, you can get like a permit or something like that, and you could, you know, still ride it, or if it's for a business purpose at least, and as long as you're not doing too much, you know what I'm saying, like you could still do it, so you could, you know, provide or whatever the case may be. That would also be good. It wouldn't be as bad, but it still sucks.
I think,
but like, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah, no, that's cool, and I think a lot of the companies like Ford and stuff like that are slowly going towards that route because of electric vehicles and companies going out like GM saying by 2035 or something like that, it's gonna be strictly electric cars produced by them. And you know, just recently Chevy came out and said that they're after like I don't know the actual date, but sometime within the next 10 years. Or maybe even 3, the Camaros will not be produced anymore, and I think it's slowly going to turn into that anyways. If at the pace and rate dealerships are going, I think they're eventually going to switch over to electric cars anyways. I mean, personally, but that would be cool because that's kind of already implemented, right?
Yeah.
So I think in Texas, if your car's like 21 years or older, you don't have to do emissions, like whatever that you can do whatever you want with that vehicle, and it'll still be street legal. But if your car's, you know, 20 years or, you know, older or younger, I should say, then you still have to do your, you know, yearly check and get passed and for emissions and stuff like that. But I think it's a good thing. You know, I'm all for the environment if it keeps this earth going and I can live here, whatever it takes, right? But I think it's kind of like that's a big step. That's a huge step.
That's insane.
It's not even just like let's slowly start and let's progress that way. No, it's just stripping it straight away from people.
Dude.
I mean, it's not even just the people itself, right? There's a bunch of companies that produce these parts, right? And they have a lot of employees.
Yeah,
what do they do
I
now?
didn't think about that.
That's literally jobs right there that are
So
gone
many jobs.
in a snap of a finger.
NASCAR,
like,
it's not even just the drivers, bro. You
it's
have
literally
the
a
filmers,
team that does
newscasts,
the tires, all that good stuff. All that's like,
That's insane.
I mean,
welders, engineers that do that.
literally.
Like, what do they do?
they have big teams and have big, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
And it's like, what if they do this? Where do they stop? You know, what if they go to the next thing? Like,
I mean,
Fuck,
now
bro,
don't get me wrong.
Gonna be going, huh?
all electric cars would be lit because you gotta think if it's 5-10 years down the line, there's gonna be some, you know, for say, you know, Lamborghini. They're gonna come out with an electric car that looks nice as
facts.
fuck,
I mean,
without a doubt.
Look at the i8.
And you know, the 0 to 60 second on a Tesla is fast as fuck. So you can only imagine if a Lamborghini has the, you know, amount of money they have behind their shit on an electric car, dude. Just
Put their
imagine.
engineers on it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, it might be bad or whatever we're talking about now, and it could do whatever. But you got to think, I feel like in order to keep the economy for like the whole like cars and stuff going, they'll probably just keep the same people and then just have it go to electric. You never know, because what I'm saying, like me personally, I wouldn't mind going all electric. You know what I'm saying? I said, because they're still going to be able to have it personalized for them.
Facts, and people still do whatever they want with the Tesla. Yeah, and I agree. It definitely is cool, and if it is what absolutely needs to be done, I'm cool for it. But another question I have, how long do you think it would take for the United States to be able to convert, like have charging stations like gas stations, right? Like you can literally go gas station to gas station to gas station anywhere you are at any point in time in America.
They are everywhere.
How long will you think it takes for that to be charging stations? Because Teslas right now don't have that far of distance. Yeah. I think 300 some miles, like that's a normal tank. You're gonna have charging stations everywhere.
Not even. I mean, well, think about it though. Like even in our town, it's a small town. We have a couple charging stations. I think they have some on campus too.
Yeah, so. But not even just that point though. You got to think of the amount of electricity. Dude, and literally, we're gonna be able. Like, how is that gonna work? Like, okay, say for example, the scenario we are going all electric. Say some company comes out and creates this, abundant energy that doesn't take much to use, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be where they could have at mass counts if every single person is driving an electric car, because like. Yeah, there's 4 gas stations. Like at one gas station, there's 4 pumps, and if it's only 300 miles and everybody's driving an electric car, that has to be like a Walmart type fucking charging station. Right. So like, that's gonna be a lot of electricity, bro.
I think for Teslas it's 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, even on their supercharge is like 30 minutes to get it. Like I think it's like 50 or 90% capacity, and then on top of that. With Teslas right now, obviously technology will advance, but you can't charge your Tesla over 90%. Like they're telling you not to charge it over 90% unless you're gonna immediately drive afterwards for a good distance because it's not good for the battery cells. Right, makes sense. Yeah. I was seeing it's not Tesla, but I think it was the hybrids on Fords right now. The hybrid cars that are true hybrids where you can use gas and you also have batteries to run off of. Right. The cells on that, I think it was like a Focus. It was a hybrid. I seen something where somebody was like, the sales on that battery are $13,000 alone, and it only lasts from 6 years. So it's like $13,000 every 6 years for battery sales. That's insane.
Well, you also gotta realize the dollar price is gonna be shooting up too. So
you know what I'm saying? So it's a dub either way.
Yeah,
I guess.
But back to the whole thing too, where like another negative that comes out of it, and somebody who's at the situation with the battery. Say the battery for the electric cars are bad. Apparently, you can't dispose of them, so where the fuck is that going?
Yeah, they have the lithium batteries are like they were saying that's a big thing that the car community was arguing about is the lithium batteries right now. The batteries that are being produced and put in these vehicles are worse for the environment than burning off gas and stuff like that.
There's really no way you can dispose of them unless, for example, a solution. You use the batteries and you create energy out of it somehow. They're gonna say you get the damn to plug in the car, but like
how depressing that'd be to go. There's like a literal field full of old batteries because they can't be destroyed.
It's literally like a fat ass trash thing. We'll have trash and batteries.
Yeah, it looks like Wall-E. Like, come on now, you walk around, this shit's just built up everywhere. It's gonna be a scrapyard.
It's a good movie.
Great movie.
If all this does happen, bro. Hey. Let's hope it doesn't, but Tesla will skyrocket.
Not even, bro.
Elon Musk is gonna be so fucking rich.
Elon Musk is in the perfect position.
Literally,
he's on trajectory to be a trillionaire. Literally 100%, bro. He'll be the first trillionaire, in my opinion. Like all this stuff he's doing with the SpaceX and stuff. I don't even think he's the first trillionaire, if I'm being honest with you. What are you talking about?
I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast.
No. I'm saying like has the trajectory, meaning he can be the first trillionaire. I mean, there's probably people that have money that.
He was
from
like,
other countries.
I don't remember who he was doing a podcast with, but he was talking about like underground money, like people over in Dubai and stuff like that, like the people that own these oil companies that countries are purchasing from.
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta think. Because people even there, I feel like there is celebrities here that could potentially be trillionaires, but they have so many. Once you have that much money, you can't just put that in one bank.
Exactly. Yeah.
You start having to put that money in offshore banks and stuff like that, and that doesn't get put into your value.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, like overseas money that doesn't count towards your actual wealth or whatever. Like you can't go on Google and be like Elon Musk could have completely twice his net worth and whatever, and he just it doesn't count apparently. So. Yeah. Like, you just never know. I feel like there's people that are, like, not even mob bosses, just, like, people that have companies that nobody knows about in the United States that everybody, relies on, gets money by way more than Bezos and them.
Do we know how much money, like, El Chapo and Pablo Escobar had? Cause like they were like top tier, like
I don't think
underground
anybody
money.
will really know because
Yeah,
they
I
have
don't think
underground
they
money.
do. Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
They had enough money to fund whole cartels. Like,
Exactly, like in fucking
Bless
countries
you.
and stuff
Thank you.
too. So they had, I don't know, bro. Like shit like that is just like
But,
I don't know.
Big ass spike.
The peak, yeah.
You just never know what money like that. Honestly, like there's just so much money going around, currency and stuff.
Nobody knows but that person.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
no way.
There's probably somebody that has more money than you can even fathom, and they
Facts,
don't
and
want it to be out there because if they probably have fucking armies protecting them if they
Yeah,
did.
that
so.
target on their shoulder, and then on top of that, if
Exactly.
they live in America, they got to pay some hefty taxes.
Oh,
for that.
facts. What if they own taxes? There you
Shit,
go.
they might as well.
Shit, that's
But
money
at that
right
point,
there.
hey, once you get to that point in life, though, you're literally you can write off everything. So that's why you don't pay taxes, bro. Literally
The
going
rich-
out to eat.
The rich
Food.
find ways to
Stay
loopholes.
Yeah, the
through
rich
the-
fund the government,
Yeah.
so it's just like
Literally.
they're not gonna. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other topic that we can talk about another day. But
Honestly,
Bro, did y'all hear about that shooting in Colorado?
dude.
I literally did no research about it, but I seen on
Yeah,
I just know it
I seen,
happened.
it was
Yeah.
like 10 people shot or something like
Facts.
that.
I just seen it on Twitter.
I saw
Yeah.
it on YouTube, and it was like the
Facts,
news station.
bro.
It
And
was
said,
like
22 minutes ago.
shooting 10 people, looking for the suspect. Blah blah
They
blah.
found him, I think.
He
Yeah,
shot
I think
he
they
shot a
found
cop
him or
too,
whatever.
Bro,
But
Shot and
fucking
killed him.
Biden's all about gun control now, which is
I
bullshit.
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's been saying that he wants to get stricter gun control,
Yeah, no,
which
that-
is dumb.
Not okay. So stricter gun control. I think the way it should be done, you can't take away all guns, right? Because you take away
agree.
all guns, people that kill or people
Facts. That's
people
how some
that
people
use the
eat.
guns, bro, they're gonna find a way to get the
Thank
guns.
you.
regardless.
Yes.
Because those guns that they have aren't legally owned by them most of the time. They got it some other way.
Right.
So there's always an underground way. But on top of that, there should definitely be a deeper background check when you go to purchase a gun, like maybe like a mental check or something like that. Because you shouldn't just be able to walk in once you're above age. Some guns you can just walk in, drop the money, sign some paper, and dip out.
Yeah,
with
because
it.
hunting rifles are pretty easy to
Yeah,
get.
so
Exactly.
the point, my thing is, so for example, if they do a mental check, which I don't know exactly what you have to go through and qualifications are to get a gun, because I don't have one personally. Wink, wink. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyways, like for example, like say you have a mental background check, but like if you think about it, people that are like psychos and stuff and are like really good fucking liars, they can pass that shit. Like how is that
true.
gonna work?
I don't think you'll ever be able to
Regardless.
stop it.
Well, maybe you need because there are like tells of like a psychopath, for example.
Yeah, no,
so maybe you actually should have to go to the doctors and be
Yeah,
like,
no, you should be able to.
like
pass
here is
tests.
my paperwork that I am not mentally
Okay,
ill.
like when you get your driver's license, they check your eyesight because that's an important part of driving. You got to be able
Yeah.
to see. You
I
know?
agree, yeah.
So that I feel like that is a thing. But one thing that pissed me off the most about it. So theoretically, if I was of age to just go buy a gun, I could just go out and purchase a gun if I had the money, right? Once I moved into my apartment, I was looking for a cat, right? I wanted to adopt a cat. I went to Petco and I wanted to adopt a really cute ass cat that they
Right.
had. The lady that's in charge of the like rehoming at Petco she had to sit down and talk to me, right? So I wanted to get the cat and she was just like, well, I have to talk with your landlord and stuff. Like, okay, cool, whatever. That's cool. She has to come to my home frequently and check up on the cat. She wanted to talk to both of my parents to be like basically ask what kind of person I was.
Are you
As
18
far
at
as-
this point?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you were living that like your
Yeah,
your
so I
apartment?
was actually 19.
Oh, okay.
And this happens, like she comes to your.
Yeah, like if I were to adopt.
Oh,
No, because
oh,
I
okay.
definitely didn't, because it upset me. I was like, no, like why do you need to talk to my parents? And on top of that, she wants to like regularly check up on like she wanted the right to be able to just come into my apartment and check up on the cat at any given point. you
There's
know?
a Petco too?
Yeah,
So this is like at a like
it's like-
corporate
yeah,
business.
It's like kind of like
facts, it's
child
like,
services.
If I
Yeah,
can't,
right, like-
if I can't even just go adopt a cat, then why should I be able to just walk into an
Yeah.
academy and buy a hand rifle?
I just think it's bullshit that at 16 the country trusts us to drive and have a job, but we can't drink alcohol till we're 21.
And you can also go fight for the country at 18.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like it's some bullshit.
Just
Yeah.
certain policies shouldn't be where they are, but definitely for like guns and like stuff that can harm people. Hope that's not the intentions of guns theoretically, but it's just like they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like
It is,
Yeah,
but it
no.
isn't because it's to protect yourself, not to
anybody that's
do harm to others.
right-minded is not gonna go out and just hurt 10 people. For
100%.
And it's just like, I feel like there's certain policies that are just like, that could be done. It's just the fact that there's always two sides, and be like one person, like one side's like, yeah, let's do this, and another side's like, nah, fuck that, why should we have to do this? You know what I'm saying? And it's just,
There's always going to be a loophole in the system.
literally the whole, like, it's literally every topic we talk about, it's like there's two sides to everything, and
100%.
whether the person wants it to happen or not, you know, it's, they're gonna find ways, underground ways to get stuff, all that stuff. Same with like the race car tracks, if they take them out, there's gonna be an underground race racetrack that people are gonna
just
go to.
like whenever they took away alcohol.
Exactly, yeah.
Facts. It's just there's always going to be a way. If you take away something, especially I guess it's everywhere, but we live in America. If you take away somebody's, guns in America, there's always going to be a way they're going to find to get a gun, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
On top of that, you take away, cars and car modification stuff like that. There's always going to be an underground something to get what that person wants. It just might be a little bit more. It's not going to be as easy, frequently to see people doing and stuff like that. But people that truly have a passion for it, they're always going to find a way.
Right?
course,
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's not like taking away stuff like guns or cars is just dumb, because even if it's illegal, people are gonna find out. Like, killing people is illegal, people still do it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen, like, no matter what.
That's just humans, They're always gonna do it. Hey, you can't stop somebody if that's what they want to do.
If they want a gun that bad, they'll find a way.
They'll find a way to get a gun.
Just like how if you want to be successful, you'll find a way how to become successful. You know
Damn
what I'm
right.
saying?
Very true.
It just comes down to your motives at the end of the day. So that's really what it is.
Very, very true. But I do think at the pace that we're going right now with COVID and just government-related issues and stuff like that, I don't know. I think we're going downhill very, very quick. And even started with the whole, I'm not big into politics. I don't really care for presidents or anything like that. I just live my day. I live my life the way,
I agree.
Whatever I need to do, right? Even with Trump, people liked him, people didn't like him, but it divided everybody so hard.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
it was to the point where
I agree.
If I'm not gonna pick any sides or like that, but if let's say somebody didn't like Trump, seen a Trump flag, it was just like F you, you're a scumbag, or vice versa. Like, you don't like Trump, oh F you, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, that's insane to me, and it's just like it literally divides the country.
Yes, like
good.
that's something that our generation especially like has a very
Struggles on.
Yeah, 100% is just accepting other people's opinions.
Facts, you just
And
kind
nobody
of
respect
fall in
each
your
other's-
parents' shadows is what a lot of
Right.
people
100%. Oh my
Absolutely.
god, 100%, dude.
That's
Like I went to Florida this past week,
Yep.
and my little cousin, she had a Biden flag in her room,
Yep.
and she's 13 years old, and I was just fucking with her. I was like, oh, you like Biden? Like, you're so lame or whatever, right? And then she was like, it's my opinion, and I was like, okay, first off, it was a joke, and second off, you don't have an opinion.
You're 13.
You don't have problems. You go off this because this is what your parents do, and I know it is
Just
because
enjoy
they
your
yell at me.
childhood.
Yeah,
for
exactly, because they yell at me about their opinions. Like you don't like. She's like, I do my research, and I was like, but you don't have problems to deal with yet.
Facts. No,
Because
that's
all politics is personal gain. Like for example, let's just say right now I'm conservative, right?
Yeah.
When I get older, I want freaking medical care. So what? I'm gonna vote for the person who's gonna give me my medical care.
Exactly.
For example, I'm LGBT. Liberals are more about like Democrats are more like about LGBT. So if as an LGBT person, I'm gonna vote for the person who supports me more. At the end of the day, it's all personal gain or personal. Yeah, whoever just supports you as a person more.
Well, I think that's what the system should be anyway. I feel like people fall under, like, I'm Republican, so I'm only voting for Republicans. And, I talked with my parents about this for a long time, a couple days, but it was like, I feel as if it would be a complete different system and it wouldn't be as divided if you truly voted for whatever president that suited you best. Instead of like, let's, for instance, just because he's president right now, Biden, let's just say, you were more Democrat or something like that, and you're just like, well, he's Democrat, I gotta vote for him.
Right.
Let's just do it. Well, maybe you should do your research and stuff like that. Maybe if he didn't truly suit you, you don't have to pick a side.
100%.
Like, obviously, maybe your beliefs fall one side, lean more to the other than maybe the other side. But it's like you should really just vote based off of what kind of person they are. What are they putting out there what are they putting out there that's gonna
Benefit
help
you.
Yeah, benefit
Really
you. Help
weigh
people.
out the pros and cons.
Exactly.
Because most people are just like, oh, there's that one thing that they do. Like, for example, Trump. He was always like quote unquote race. I don't know because I don't keep up with it.
Okay.
But he was always quote unquote racist, right?
Yeah.
So everyone was like, well, he's racist. I don't like him. Okay, well, so is Biden. But y'all just don't see it as much, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just depends. Like, everyone just sees one thing and they're like, ah. It's kind of like the headline thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's literally headline.
You see one thing and you're like, well, I don't like that guy anymore.
Yeah, facts. You should dig into it. Maybe he really is a racist, but you got to dig into it and
Right.
truly do your research on your own to figure that out. Like you shouldn't just go off of whatever somebody else is saying. And that's a really big thing too. It's just people just falling for news, because news, you know, maybe back in the day, I don't know, you know, I'm young, but maybe back in the day it was truly news. Right now it's so political. It's just like, you know, they have a side that they go to, and that's what they just do. You know, it's just I feel like it's messed up. It's really dividing the country, and it sucks to see, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is.
Because I'm not involved into it. I just watch. It's probably not a good thing, but I literally just watch and just kind of look at everything. So
I hate political parties.
I mean, yeah, politics is a tricky slope, and we're not trying to, you know, enforce or say that we support any type of politics. This is just from our opinions as, you know, Americans, you know, as, you know, just kids, you know, adults that are, you know, just talking about the subject. It's nothing trying to be, oh, you're a Democrat, go to that. It's nothing like that. It's just us talking about our stuff.
Right, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. This whole topic and subject we've been talking about is just do your research. There's always two sides to a story. Don't be too quick to judge. And yeah, man, I feel like that'd be a good, you know, segue. You know. All right, before we end this podcast, we have some goals and stuff that we would like to do. We're gonna do this every once in a month. We're going to just write down and say our goals and for the podcast itself.
I'm sorry, bro. That's what I said. We're going to write down a thing, look in front of us. None of us have shit written down. Go ahead. Keep going. That shit was funny. Keep going.
Restart.
No, don't restart. Just go. I'll keep it that in. That shit was funny. Go.
No, why are you keeping that in for? All right, whatever. Shut.
Whatever. We'll restart if y'all want. Okay.
Alright, so right before we end the podcast, we got some goals and stuff that we want to go ahead and just, you know, announce so we make sure we do them. We're going to do this once every month, and pretty much for the Pocket itself, one of our goals is to record an episode every 2 weeks. So at the end of the month, we'll come back and see if we, you know, lived up to that, you know, expectation, and if we do, then we'll figure out some type of way to, you know, give us a reward, and as of now, we're going to do our own, you know, personal goals or whatever, so I'll let Maui P go ahead and say his.
Oh, shit, I'm first? I was thinking about it.
Put you on the
spot.
spot.
Goals like for ourselves, right?
So this is our goals for ourselves, so at the beginning of the podcast, we kind of said what we're doing, like, you know, Chris is streaming, photography, videography / streaming, and you're detailing or whatever, or if you want to do something else, go for it.
Yeah, you know.
But,
you see me on OnlyFans.
Shit. Anyway, so my personal goal, so I've been wanting to stream since like the beginning of the year, and I've just been putting it off, using school as an excuse. So my goal is to at least get in, I want to start streaming this month for sure, and at least try to do it once a week, but I'm not going to say that because y'all will definitely keep me to it. So I'm going to say two streams this month, at least.
Okay.
So by the end of March, you'll have 2 streams done.
Oh,
or
fuck,
by
March?
April.
April.
Okay, so you
want
want
starting for April.
Okay, so this is for the whole month of April. Alright, so you want 2 streams total in
at
April.
Least, yes.
At least,
Okay,
yes.
Because I don't know.
Sounds good. I got you.
Gonna keep
that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. Okay.
Alright, Roach, what about you?
So this is like
So we're talking about April's goals.
April goals.
Anything.
Yeah, because this is going out
anything
in
for
April.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything.
okay.
It doesn't have to be business related. Just for you.
Just for me, okay.
Yep.
So my craft. Honestly, I want to get my drone, start learning more about drone photography, get some nice shots. But you know, probably like start taking photos for honestly anybody. Like, for example, start taking drone shots for people.
Building like a portfolio type of thing.
Yeah, building like a portfolio, not only for like drone, but just like a regular camera as well.
Gotcha.
So honestly, just take hella photos.
All right.
So you just want to
get better at like editing, Photoshop,
there you go,
Lightroom. Just better and better and better and better my, product.
All right. So just improving. So what is your one goal that we have to keep you to?
Yeah, we have to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Give us throw a number or something, or like a.
You want to have like 2 customers the whole of April that you want to do, or do you want to
gain like 1 client, or like what's up?
Yeah.
Like what's one thing that you want to do?
I'll gain, let's say, 2 clients for the month of April.
Okay. 2 clients.
Remember, we're doing lunch, bro.
Yeah, we're doing lunch. Okay,
doing
so
lunch.
for you guys that are listening, if these goals are actually gonna have, so say Mao doesn't do his goals or whatever, like his 2 streams for that month, so he's gonna have to pay everybody else's lunch. So we're gonna have like some like discipline to go into it, so
like
we
a
have
motive.
motivation,
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, so you want 2 clients by April.
by April.
Okay.
And
2 clients or 2 jobs?
Yeah, 2 jobs or 2 clients. Because
Like you want to
clients
do like 2
are like
photo shoots, or you want like to set like your 2 clients? Like these clients will come back to you for more pictures.
one of each.
one of each.
Oh,
Okay.
I fuck with
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's a
Okay,
good
that's
one.
good.
Because that could even be the same person, low key.
Facts, yeah.
Facts.
I like that.
I fuck with that.
That's
Okay.
a good start.
Alrighty, and my goals for the month of April.
Because you're probably the most like in it than we are.
Yeah. So.
in
You've
our
already
own
had your
things.
foot in the water for a little bit.
All right, so my goals of April. So on the month of April, I want to stream for at least 50 hours that whole month, and then for my own self, I want to go ahead and be working out. So I want to at least lose 10 pounds.
Huge. There
So
we go.
that's
Hey,
what I
1
want
to
to do
2.
for the whole of
Yeah.
April.
10 pounds?
10 pounds of April.
I think you could do that.
And then 50 hours stream time, and I'll have a picture to show you guys of the month, whatever. So
Yeah.
we'll have
Fuck
like
Man,
that.
I just kind of put my goals.
Yeah, I felt
wanna-
that.
I wanna
Because
up
I
my
was like,
goals.
literally, bro, I'm
God
up in mine. I'm
damn.
up in mine. I want to stream at least once a week, easy.
Once a week,
Once
there.
a week.
Perfect.
And a week for me, just so y'all don't try to get lunch out of me, is from Sunday to Saturday. So from Sunday to that Saturday, I have to stream at least once.
That's fair.
That's good.
Okay.
Roach, you want to go ahead and
You
change
wanna
yours? Or
up
you want
yours
to
a little?
Hey, listen, man. I didn't want to make it come off to where it's like I wanted to get. I mean, it's good that you would change it because that's
Yeah.
motivation. That's
Yeah.
To better
everybody
yourself.
Push
So-
yourself a little bit, yeah.
But I'm not trying to make it seem like your goals because everybody moves at their own pace and
Right.
everybody's different.
You can't set them
know,
goals too
whatever.
high because
Exactly.
you're
You've-
disappointing
exactly.
yourself.
You've been-
right.
I've been doing it for a while,
Yeah.
and the working out thing is I can do that within a month without a doubt if I just stick to it and
100%.
do it. So it's
I'm actually gonna start working out this month too.
exactly. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not to put anybody down. It's just my personal opinion and stuff. All right, so
Everybody
Hunter,
eat.
what about you?
So let's see. I'm gonna start off with my business goal. I've done this before. I used to have clients. I fell off once I actually got a real job. Like a 9 to 5 type of job. Lost those clients. So honestly, me starting back up, it's very, very hard to start off like with detailing because it's hard to get your name out there because a lot of people do it nowadays. So I want to at least not free details, not doing like advertisement for my business, but I want to at least have 10 details that actually profited me money, like 10 details that actually charged somebody. So yeah, basically like 10 details that made me money, right?
Okay, yeah.
Personal goal, since high school, I played sports in high school. I've always played sports. Being outside of sports, it low key it sucks, man. Like I literally work, I come home and I sleep, and I go back to work. I come home and I sleep, right? So
Literally, bro.
just recently I picked up disc golf, and honestly, my one personal goal would be to at least participate in one tournament for it, and just I just want to be able to have a hobby that gets me out there and active that I can basically like master my craft in. So
Yeah, that's good. That seems like perfect goals. You know what I'm saying? It's realistic. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. So like, hey man, I'm rooting on all you guys, and I'm looking forward for lunch, man.
I was about to say
That's
you
all
beat
I
me by
gotta
a
say,
second.
man.
You beat me by a second.
All right, and then lastly for the podcast itself, yet again, we're gonna do one podcast every 2 weeks. So we'll just do for the start of April, we'll have one podcast go up, maybe 2. It just depends on our schedules.
Facts.
And then we're gonna post one TikTok once every week.
By one of us.
So we have 4 TikToks a week. So we have one from Mount, one from Nick, one from me, Chris, and then one for Hunter.
So each of us have to post a week.
1 week. You
One
have
a week.
1 week
Okay.
to
One a week.
figure out
so
what
we
you
do
want to
more.
post.
So in total, 4 TikToks a week.
4 TikToks a week, yes,
Nice.
exactly. And the easiest way to do that, if I were to give you guys pointers, is to start a series. Like for me, I'm gonna go ahead and do my weight loss journey right there. That's an episode.
Ah,
right
you
there, what I'm doing.
motherfucker.
That doesn't mean you
motherfucker.
can't do it though.
Yeah,
you just
I
gotta
know.
just do
No,
it
I don't like to.
somewhat
I don't
similar,
like
you
to
know.
put it out there.
Well,
But, yeah.
honestly, you got my brain going a little bit. This TikTok is an easy way to just throw out a video.
Exactly.
TikTok could actually be, for the audience, since it is a podcast, they can't actually see us. TikTok could be like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a
segue, so like the sound.
not even like a segue, but it's like holding us really accountable, and
Exactly,
it gives people listening like it's for them to be like, look at that, like
Yeah.
look at the progress that they're making, type of thing. And maybe you go back after
Yeah.
months of this, and you go way back to the start,
And
and see
you
your
guys-
goal is actually
Yeah,
to be
and
really
just
Yeah.
do it. And then another thing, you also have that, one video, if it actually is funny, it has that opportunity to blow up, and there you go right there. That's
facts.
free publicity and whatever the case may be. But yeah, those are the goals for ourselves. Mal, Nick, Chris, and Hans. You can find Mal at...
Oh fuck, I don't know. YouTube Maui P, Twitch Precio, Twitter Maui P, I think also.
And Nick, where can they find you at?
Nick White Captures on Insta.
Alrighty, and Chris, you can find me at Chris Santiago on all socials,
That
Instagram,
is so
Twitter,
hard.
YouTube, whatever the case may be. And then Hunter, where can they find you at? man?
Obviously, you can find my personals. It's just gonna be Baby Yak, BBY Yak.
Easy.
And then also for the business, if you do want to detail, it's Yak Auto Care on Instagram. I'm gonna make a Facebook, but just not right now.
Easy.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that being said, that is our first episode of The Pocket. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully, guys, you do like the video. Leave a comment in the section of what you guys liked about the podcast, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification.
Bada boom, bada bam.
Bye-bye, guys. Later.
Howdy. See ya.